Pharmaceutical industry, welcome to the world of happiness and well-being. I'll start with the history of the pharmaceutical industry. The era of the medicine started from the countries such as Egypt, China, Greece and Arabia. In those days, the medicines were extracted from the local plant and herbs, which includes morphine in 1805 and quinine in 1819. Similarly, hormones, which includes insulin in 1921 and estradiol in 1929, followed with antibiotics and psychoactive drugs from 1945 to 1960s, which include penicillin in 1944. These were some of the important events which took place in the evolution of the pharmaceutical industry, which includes American Civil War, World War I and II, and the Viagra 1998. Now let me talk about the industry overview. These are some of the statistics of the industry overview. These are the types of the pharmaceuticals, which includes brand name and generic. These are the top companies in the world, which includes Johnson & Johnson with 61.9 billion of sales, following with the Pfizer, which comes after Johnson & Johnson with 50 billions. Similarly, Merck at 9th with 27.4 billion, following with Bayer of 22.3 billion.
Claiming to be the world's largest research-based global biopharmaceutical company today, Pfizer was founded in 1849 by two cousins, Charles Pfizer and Charles Erhardt, in New York City. At that time, the company's sole purpose was to manufacture fine chemicals. It was in 1950 that Pfizer came onto the scene as a research-based pharmaceutical company with its discovery of the drug terramycin, an antibiotic used to treat infections. Since then, the company has gone on to introduce several other breakthrough drugs such as Lipitor, used to lower blood cholesterol, Lyrica, used to treat neuropathic pain, Diflucan, Celebrex, and of course, the very well-known drug Viagra. While Pfizer is known for the many blockbuster drugs it has introduced over the decades, its reputation took a hit in 2009 when it pleaded guilty to illegal marketing of one of its drugs, resulting in a massive $2.3 billion settlement. The company also paid $1.3 billion in criminal fines. It generated almost $60 billion in revenues in 2012, and the primary market is the United States, followed by Europe and then emerging markets and the rest of the world. Over the last decade, Pfizer has been involved in various mergers and acquisitions, including Warner Lambert in 2000 and Wyeth in 2009. Today, it is the largest pharmaceutical company with a market capitalization of close to $206 billion.
For more than 100 years, Merck has discovered, developed, and brought to patients medicines and vaccines that have made an enormous difference in the health and lives of millions. Every day, everyone at Merck continues that life-saving work in countries around the world, based on their guiding principles of scientific excellence, ethics, and integrity.
Merck knows that its employees are working to improve human health, all day, every day. So their facilities offer employees the opportunity to participate in a variety of activities, organizations, and Merck perks to help them maintain a healthy and comfortable work-life balance. Perks like on-site daycare, dry cleaning, banking, health services, and even a state-of-the-art fitness and wellness center.
If it seems like Merck's commitment to its employees is well above par, that's because it is. And that's part of the reason why Merck has been recognized by several industry magazines as an ideal employer for scientists, women, and minorities.
It's also that strong commitment to employees that's kept Merck discovering, developing, and delivering novel medicines and vaccines that address unmet medical needs. Remember measles, rubella, mumps? Most kids today don't have a clue about diseases adults remember, thanks to the work of Merck scientists. And now they're striving to make diseases like Alzheimer's, diabetes, and cancer history too, both in the United States and around the world, even to those who might not be able to afford the care. In a place where patients come first, Merck recognizes that its employees are its single greatest asset in bringing its achievements to patients around the world. Merck's competitive work environment offers a full complement of top-ranked rewards and benefits. For more information about Merck or to search career opportunities, visit its website at www.merck.com/careers.
External analysis. I will start with the pest analysis of pharmaceutical industry. Political. There is now a growing political forces and pressure on the healthcare authorities all over the world. This means that the government will be looking for saving across the world. As we know that the recent US health reforms has led to increased pressure on price. Economic. The reduction in the consumer disposable income will have an impact on those countries using health insurance models, particularly where part of a payment is required. Social. Patients and home cares are becoming more informed. Their expectations have changed and they have become more demanding. Technological advancement will create a new business prospects, both in terms of new therapy systems and service provision. Legislation. The pharmaceutical industry has many regulatory and legislative restrictions. There is also a growing culture of litigation in many countries. The evolution of internet is also stretching the legislative boundaries. Environmental. Pharma companies need to see how their business and marketing plans link in with the environment issue. There is also an opportunity to incorporate it within their corporate social responsibility program. Now I will be talking about the POTUS 5 forces. Barriers to entry. High entry barriers due to the cost associated with the research and development of new drugs, and also due to the government regulation. Industry competition. There is a high rivalry among main company in the industry. For example, Bears and Glasgow and SmithKline. Powers of buyers. A hospital and other healthcare organizations buy in a bulk of quantities and export pressure on the pharmaceutical companies, and the bargaining power price increases in the generic drugs. Powers of suppliers. Sales for the pharmaceutical industry concentrate in the handful of large players, and that has decreased the bargaining powers of suppliers. The bargaining powers of suppliers is low in the competitive force. Threat of substitute. Generic drug companies do not have high cost associated with the research and development of new drugs and allows them to sell at the cheaper price, and the closeness of substitute product is all high in the competitive market.
Now talking about the competitive analysis of pharmaceutical industry. These are the top players, that is competitors, which are Merck & Co, Novartis AG and Pfizer. These are the key success factors, which includes manufacturing efficiency, economies of scale and inventory turnover. This is the competitor array, which is done in two-dimensional matrix, which explains the competitive analysis between the three companies. The highest ranked company is Pfizer with 22 points, then Merck & Co with 20 points, and lastly the Novartis AG with 16 points. Now talking about the strategic grouping. These are the four companies in strategic grouping, which includes Merck & Co, Pfizer, Marico Labs and ICN. These companies are ranked according to their market share all over the world. The highest market share is with Merck & Co, and the price charged of Merck & Co is also high, along with the research and development spending. Then comes the Pfizer company with the second market share all over the world. After that, the Marico Labs, and lastly the ICN Pharmaceutical company.
Internal analysis. I will start with value chain analysis of Merck. Management infrastructure, strong corporate culture, highly concerned about ethics, ecology and safety, human resource management, friendly and corporate labor relation, excellent training and development along with rewards and healthcare, technological developments, intensive R&D and expenditure, fastest time to market drug discovery and its approval, procurement is vertically integration in chemical products, manufacturing, global facility network, stressing in quality and productivity improvement, outbound logistics, provide unique distribution capabilities and information technological service. Number one, mail order form and marketing and sales. marketing leadership, large direct sales staff, global market coverage, service. Excellence in service attracted major corporations and healthcare as clients. Pfizer value chain. Management infrastructure. One of globe's best pharmaceutical company. Large structure, human resource management, large amount of employees from all over the world, hiring qualified workers, technological development, concerned with assessing technical and scientific staffs. Countries such as India or China offer 4 times more to R&D talents. Procurement, horizontal contracting or outsourcing, manufacturing, global facilities networking, good quality and productivity, outbound logistics, 90 plants on 60 continents, 175 market-based distributing centers, marketing and sales, global marketing coverage, global database and streamlined distribution of work and its services, offshoring clients test from high-cost place to low-cost place. Now, SWOT analysis of Merck & Co. Its strength, strong brand name, strong workforce of 40,000 employees. Weakness, fake imitation affects brand image, facing problems to emerge in huge market. Opportunity, broad-based medical innovation, venture in health need in underdeveloped countries. And its threat, increasing obsolescence of technology, competition from its peers. Now, moving on to SWOT analysis of Pfizer. Its strength, excellent research and development, strong brand name and global recall. Its weakness, rough competition from other brands, negative brand image due to marketing of drug illegally. Opportunity, increasing awareness about healthcare needs, increasing demand for quality healthcare solutions, and its threats, risks of unsuccessful new products, economic slowdown in European markets.
Here is the research analysis of Merck & Co. and Pfizer company. And the physical resources of Merck & Co. company is property, plant and equipment, which ratio is 58.96% in December 31, 2013. Whereas Pfizer property ratio is 52.87% in December 31. The financial resources of Merck & Co. total revenue is 10.6 billion, whereas Pfizer total revenue is 51.6 billion. The Merck & Co. company employed 94,000 employees, whereas Pfizer employed 1 lakh employees in their company. The intellectual capital of the Merck & Co. company is their brand name. They got different brand. They got different brand like Afrin, Calatin, Coppertone, whereas Pfizer got Acuprin, Advil, Dettol, Virgin brand. Here is the competence analysis of Merck & Co. and Pfizer company. Merck & Co. functional capability is their innovation, global healthcare, and their market capability. Whereas Pfizer is a leading brand in the pharmaceutical product, like animal health, consumer health. The internal leakage of Merck & Co. company is their medicine, vaccination, biologic therapies, and consumer and animal health. Whereas Pfizer has 9 division healthcare businesses: primary care, specialty care, emerging health, established produce consumer healthcare, and its external linkage is customer relations with buyers and its buyers and suppliers to fight with different diseases like Alzheimer's, diabetes, and cancer. Whereas Pfizer is an old company in the pharma industry, has a nice relation with the suppliers and distributors, and the management capability of Merck & Co. company is with a good relation with employees and a good arrangement of training session of all the workers, whereas Pfizer have good relations among all the staffs and workers, processor of delegations when required. The specialized capability of Merck & Co company is it is the first drug company in 1985 to provide the medicine of cholesterol, whereas Pfizer is specialized with a steady focus on the innovation and the sound science deliver vaccine, medicines, and consumer and animal health produce and can help millions around the world. Here is the core competency of Merck & Co and Pfizer company. Whereas Merck & Co core competency is very accurately and precisely quantify change in the biological structure and process through the use of medical imaging and imaging science. Whereas Pfizer core competency is to manage and process very large quantities of information quickly and efficiently in a flexible and transparent manner.
Now, lastly, the financial analysis of the both pharmaceutical companies, that is Merck & Co and Pfizer. The total gross profit according to December 31st, 2013 of Merck & Co company is 34.18 billion, whereas gross profit of Pfizer is 43.88 billion. Similarly, the total operating expenses of Merck & Co is 27 million and the total operating expenses of Pfizer is 27.68 million. And the income of the Merck & Co company is 126 million, whereas income of Pfizer is 964 million. Lastly, the net income of Merck & Co is 44,800 million, whereas the income of Pfizer is 22,008 million.